South Wales Police. I have just taken a look at the video. We're not going to play it for you. Obviously, the language is extreme. Alex Ryvchin is the CEO of the Executive Council of Australian Jury. Good morning to you, Alex.
Good morning.
You tweeted this video out this morning. I've just had a look at your post. What's your reaction to it?
Look, it was, as I said in the tweet, utterly sickening. I watched that and I felt ill. To see two medical professionals, to see two human beings, two Australians, speak this way to an individual simply because of where he's from and his nationality, to wish painful death upon him, to say he's going to hell, to talk about killing Israelis, to talk about the Israelis they have killed, which I'm sure is hyperbole, but the fact that they would even use such language and conjure such thoughts, it's just really deeply troubling. And, you know, we're in a time right now of raging anti-Semitism, of horrific attacks in our country, and we're seeking to understand the ideology and the mentality that leads to such attacks. And here we have it displayed for us. It is this consumptive hatred.
Can you just explain what the video actually is? I'm not entirely clear. There's sort of two people speaking to another person on what appears to be a TikTok. I don't know whether it's a live conversation or something pre-recorded. Do you understand exactly what the context is?
Yeah, so there's this platform called Chat Roulette where people from around the world are kind of randomly paired up and they have a conversation. And in this instance, it was initiated by a guy, an individual, a young guy from Israel, and he was paired with two people who were sitting evidently in a hospital or a medical facility in Sydney, New South Wales. And as always happens in these situations, they commence a chat. Hi, how are you? Where are you from?
When you say evidently, is it obvious that is there anything that points to it being in a Sydney health facility?
Well, I mean, they're wearing the uniforms and they have a New South Wales Health badge, so it's clear, and it's been confirmed by the Minister. And I understand New South Wales Health will be issuing a statement very soon. So there's no contention, there's no doubt as to the fact that they are medical professionals in New South Wales. One identifies himself as a doctor, the gentleman. The woman, I don't think she says whether she's a nurse or a doctor. Perhaps she says she's a nurse. I'll have to watch it again. But they very clearly speak as medical practitioners in our city.
And just to be clear, the Health Minister has said that these comments do not reflect the values of New South Wales Health or the broader New South Wales community. He's asked Health to launch an urgent investigation to identify the individuals. Just put this in the context, Alex, if you could, of the broader situation with regards to anti-Semitism. We've been seeing, obviously, a significant spike in incidents, particularly since the start of this year.
Yeah, we've had this rolling sequence of increasingly violent and terrifying attacks on the Jewish community and various targets throughout the country. We had a synagogue incinerated in Melbourne. We had a childcare centre. We had my former home attacked in Dover Heights a few weeks ago now. We've had a rapid increase in street abuse and harassment and attacks on Jews in the streets. We've had a situation where Jewish school kids are being targeted and parents having difficult conversations about whether it's still safe to send them to the schools in uniforms. We've had heightened security throughout the country. This is the reality that we're living with. And the sort of horrible scene we had in this video is the precursor to that violence. That's why it has to be treated seriously and has to be dealt with.
Alex, I do need to get to the news. Obviously, there'll be a process. Obviously, there's lots that we don't know about this. But if it is all found to be confirmed and these individuals identified, what would be an appropriate action?
Well, the appropriate action would be for them never to be able to provide their services again. I think when you have people speaking this way about killing and causing harm when it's their professional duty to do the exact opposite, they are clearly unfit to provide medical services to anybody.
Alex Ryvchin, thanks for your time this morning. We're coming up to news time at 9 o'clock. We'll try and get some more on this story for you. The Health Minister seeming to confirm that he's aware of this video. New South Wales Health beginning an investigation. Heaps more coming up, but right now it's news time. It's 9 o'clock.